Okay, so I promised a video about, or a discussion about my antenna hookup, how all that works. I figured a video was probably best. So we'll take a few minutes, I'll just show you how I hooked up my antenna. I know you may be thinking back, like when I was a kid, it was a big aerial antenna up on top of the house, and you know the channels were horrible, but antennas have changed a lot, and the over-the-air television stations have changed a lot. So it's all in high definition now, and it's really good quality. So first let's just take a look at outside, and then we'll go inside and I'll show you how I hooked up everything there. So first, we'll go up to the roof. Up at the roof up there is where I have our DirecTV dish. And of course we've cut DirecTV off, but the dish is still up there, and they did all the wiring, and it goes into my home network inside our house. So I just used that connection to hook up the antenna. So if you can look between the downspout here, you can actually see the coax coming down. And what I did is I actually just went in there and cut that coax at a level as high as I could reach there, and you can actually see just a little bit of the edge there where I cut it. And so I brought that coax down, and it continues to run down into my garage there, and you can see the coax coming out, and it goes up here to my antenna. And so this is the antenna that we use. It's not a big aerial. It's mounted on top of the roof or anything. It's about 3 feet long, and I've just got it mounted here on my deck here at our house. It's facing south. All the antennas, all the towers here for the local stations in Atlanta are all south of us, about 20 miles. And so I've just mounted the antenna right here. You can see that coax lead from the DirecTV install. It's just coming in and going in here and connecting the antenna. This is the Antennas Direct DB4E. It's about $100, $120 or so from AntennasDirect.com, or you can look on Amazon and you can find it a lot cheaper there. I think I paid about $50, $54 for it, something like that, from Amazon, and it ships directly from Antennas Direct, even from Amazon. So a great way to save some money is going through Amazon to buy your antenna. I like Antennas Direct. I've been using them for years. This is about the 4th Antennas Direct antenna that I've owned, and they do a really good job. So let's just go inside now, and I'll show you down in the garage how everything's hooked up there. Okay, so now we're down in my garage, and of course, every house is going to be different. But our builder, when they built the house, they brought in all the coax for the television, for the TV jacks, and they brought it into a networking panel here in the garage. And so what we have is we have the lead coming in from DirecTV. This is what they installed when they brought the DirecTV in. And it comes down and goes into my networking panel here. Now this diplexer here is actually for Comcast. So we actually have Comcast cable modem service. We don't have cable television, we have their cable modem service. And so this is coming in from Comcast, and it's going out to one jack in the house. And then you see I also have 2 more jacks in the house, one in the living room, one in the bedroom. These are these other 2 cables back here. So those go into the DirecTV diplexer. So these are those 2 cables here. One goes to the living room, one to the bedroom. And this is the feed coming in from the antenna outside. It used to be coming in from DirecTV, but now it comes in from my antenna. And I'm running that into a preamp. And you need the preamp really because I'm trying to drive signal over more than 100 feet of coax, and I'm splitting it out to multiple televisions. So I picked up this preamp at Fry's for about $25. And so the DirecTV, or the formerly DirecTV, now the antenna coax, comes into the preamp here, comes out here, and goes into the diplexer. And this is a powered preamp, so it actually has just a standard power cord here that runs out to a plug here in the garage. So once it comes out here, these cables go up. Like I said, one goes to the living room, one goes to the bedroom. And in the living room, we're running a TiVo there, so it runs into the TiVo, and we use TiVo for recording programming. And upstairs in the bedroom, it just runs directly into the television. And that's our antenna setup. Really simple, and it's free TV. And here in Atlanta, we're getting somewhere in the neighborhood of probably maybe 50 channels, 55 channels, something like that. Now a lot of them are garbage channels that you really could care less about, but we get all the main ones: ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, PBS, all of those channels. And here in Atlanta, and it varies by market, but here in Atlanta, most all of those networks also provide multiple feeds. So ABC, for instance, has 3 different feeds. You have the main ABC and then 2 others that they show other programming on. Same thing with NBC, same thing with CBS and Fox. So anyway, hook up an antenna, order from Antennas Direct, order from Amazon, get an antenna, get it hooked up, and get free TV. That's how we do it.